Yeah, welcome to today's session. And in this session, we will discuss about chapter 3, exercise 3.1. Okay, what is the question? The first question is, if polynomial p of x equal to 5x to the power 7 minus 6x to the power 5 plus 7x minus 6. They are asking to find what is the coefficient of x to the power 5. First one, coefficient of x to the power 5. What is the coefficient of x to the power 5? You can see here. Here it is x to the power 5. It is a x to the power 5. And what is the numerical coefficient here? Which is multiplied into 6, right? X to the power 5, which is multiplied into 6, right? Yes. So the coefficient of x to the power 5 is minus 6, which is multiplied by minus 6. So what is the coefficient of x to the power 5 is minus 6. If they ask what is the coefficient of x to the power 7, what is the coefficient of x to the power 7? It is multiplied by 5, so the coefficient of x to the power 7 is 5. If they ask what is the coefficient of x, which is multiplied by 7, so the coefficient of x is 7. Got it? Understood how to find coefficient as we have discussed in 9th standard. Okay? And the second one is degree of p of x. The second one is degree. As we discussed just now in the previous video, what is the degree? Highest power of the variable of a given polynomial. You can see here the highest power is 7, here the power is 7, here the power is 5, here the power is 1, and I forgot to say, and this minus 6 is a constant term. What is minus 6? Minus 6 is a constant term. What is the degree of constant polynomial? What is the degree of constant term? Very important. The degree of constant term is 0. What is the degree here? The degree of constant term is 0. Okay? So you can say here degree is 0 here. Here highest power is nothing but degree of the given polynomial is 0. Here highest power is, you can observe here, the highest power is 7. So the degree of p of x is 7. Okay? And the third question, what is the constant term? Of course, here the constant term is, what is the constant term? Here the constant term is minus 6. What is the constant term? Constant term is minus 6. Okay, this is about our first question. Okay, now let us discuss about second question. Yeah, coming to second question. State which of the following statements true and which are false. Give reason for your choice. Okay, coming to first question. The degree of the polynomial root 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is root 2. Degree is, they are saying the degree of the polynomial is root 2. Is it correct? No, which is false statement, because what is the degree? Root 2 is actually coefficient of x square. What is root 2? Root 2 is the coefficient of x square. Yes, here actually the degree of the polynomial is, the variable is x here, and whose highest power is 2, degree is 2, and they are saying root 2. Root 2 is not the degree, which is the coefficient of x square. Actually the degree of the polynomial is only 2. So which is false statement. Coming to second question, the coefficient of x square in the polynomial is 2. What is the coefficient of x square here? Actually coefficient of x square is here minus 4. But they are saying 2. Is it correct? No. The coefficient of x square is minus 4. Actually, which is also a false statement. Next, coming to third question. constant term is 0. Coming to fourth one, 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6 is a quadratic polynomial. No, which is not a quadratic polynomial. If we take actually x square minus 5x plus 6 which is there in the denominator, if you take it into numerator, it becomes x square minus 5x plus 6 whole to the power minus 1. From the definition of polynomial, it should be non-negative integral power. But what is the power here? Which is a negative. That is the reason which is not a polynomial first of all. Which is not a polynomial. Polynomial in the sense whose power should be a non-negative integral power. But we got here non-negative only. So it is not a quadratic polynomial. So which is also a false statement. Last one, the degree of a polynomial is 1 more than the number of terms in it. Which is not a statement or which is not correct statement. Degree is nothing but highest power of the variable involved. But they are saying number of terms, which is not related statement. So which is also a false statement. Okay. So this is our second question. Now let us discuss about third question. Now third question is, if polynomial p of t equal to t cube minus 1, find the values of p of 1, p of minus 1, p of 2 and p of minus 2. So given polynomial p of t equal to t cube minus 1, let us find first p of 1. P of 1, I mean in place of t we have to substitute 1. So in place of t substitute 1, I mean 1 cube minus 1. What is 1 cube? 1 into 1, that is 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Okay. Next one, the second one is p of minus 1. This is our first one, p of 1. Second one is what? P of minus 1. That is in place of t minus 1. Minus 1 whole cube minus 1. Minus 1 whole cube. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Which is equal to minus 1 minus 1. Right? Minus 1 minus 1, that is equal to minus 2. Okay, next let us find out p of 2. P of 2, I mean in the place of t, let us substitute t 2 cube minus 1. 2 cube in the sense 2 into 2 into 2. 8 minus 1, that is equal to 7. Next p of minus 2, that is minus 2 whole cube minus 1. Minus 2 whole cube in the sense minus 8, then minus 1. Minus 8 minus 1, both are same signs. We have to add 8 plus 1, 9. The sign is minus 9. Okay. This is our third question and also important question. Coming to fourth question, check whether minus 2 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial x to the power 44 minus 16. Solution, what is given? Given polynomial p of x equal to x to the power 4 minus 16. Now they are asking whether minus 2 is a zero of the polynomial and 2 is a zero of the polynomial or not. Okay. Let me substitute in place of x minus 2. Let us put x equal to minus 2. P of minus 2, I mean minus 2 to the power 4 minus 16. If the power is even, so obviously answer is positive. 2 to the power 4, that is 16 minus 16. 16 minus 16, 0. If we get the answer 0, we can say that it is a 0 of the polynomial. I mean minus 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Got it? Coming to second one, let us put x is equal to plus 2, that is p of 2 equal to 2 to the power 4 minus 16, 2 to the power 4, that is 16 minus 16, 16 minus 16, 0. Hence we can say that therefore minus 2 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial p of x. Got it? Once if we substitute the values, if we get the answer 0, we can say that it is a zeros of the polynomial. Okay, now let us continue with the fifth question. So fifth question is, check whether 3 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial p of x when p of x equal to, given p of x equal to x square minus x minus 6. As like a previous question, put x equal to 3. Let us find the value of the polynomial at 3. I mean x value 3 square minus 3 minus 6. What is the value of 3 square? 3 into 3, 9, minus 3 minus 6 minus 9. 9 minus 9, 0. We got answer 0. Therefore, 3 is the zeros of the polynomial p of x. Now let us find out at minus 2. Put x equal to minus 2, that is minus 2 whole square minus of minus 2 minus 6. Minus 2 whole square plus 4, 2 2s are 4, minus into minus plus 2 minus 6, 4 plus 2, 6 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 0. So at 3 and minus 2 we got 0 only. Therefore we can say that 3 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial p of x. With this we completed our exercise 3.1. In the next video, let me explain exercise 3.2. I guess you understood exercise 3.1. Thank you.